Hello Goyans, I hope your Holy Week is off to a strong start. I am inviting you to be part of the Come Receive the Light, aka δευτε, λάβετε challenge. As you know, due to COVID-19, we will be celebrating Holy Week a little differently than we are used to. We very much appreciate the live streams and all of the work that our priests and our cantors are putting into making sure that we are able to worship from home. However, the Holy Week services have many interactive aspects that we will attempt to recreate at home. However, we know it just won't be the same. If any of you have attended the resurrection service in the past, you know that just before the resurrection, the sanctuary is in complete darkness, and then the priest comes out of the altar with his lit Lambada, singing Come Receive the Light, aka δευτε, λάβετε, and he begins by lighting either the cantors, whoever's closest to him, and then the light is shared with the rest of the parish, one neighbor passing it on to the next. The church fills up with lights, and I remember as I was younger, I would be really excited to go up into the balcony because you could literally watch the light coming through the church, and you would wait for someone to head up the steps with the light, and then everyone has their Lambada lit, and you're all waiting in anticipation to proclaim and sing Christos Anesti, Christ is risen. That I know really is a highlight of my year, and since we won't be able to really fully recreate that, we'll obviously be able to share the light with our families. That's going to be a little different. We won't be sharing it with the full community. That is where the Come Receive the Light challenge comes into play. Are you ready? Okay, so we are going to have each of you recreate the passing of the light in a video. And you're gonna send it to me, and I'm going to compile a Come Receive the Light video of all of us passing the light to each other. So I'm gonna give you an example video. This video is very quickly done, so you're gonna do a much better job on this, and I promise I will also do a better job when I recreate it. But check out the example video, and then we're gonna discuss. Basically, what I want from you guys is not to use TikTok. I want you to use your phone on your camera, so that the footage is a little bit higher quality, and also it won't have the watermarks that TikTok has. So you're going to take a video. You're not going to trim it. All of the dead space footage actually helps me for when I put it together, so I don't lose any of your video. And then you're gonna text it to me directly, and I'm going to compile them into one big video. All right, so what do you need to know in order to do this? Number one, everyone must be dressed respectfully, reverently, and modestly. So you're gonna be dressed as if you're going to church. If you want to do it from the waist up and you just want to put on a nice sweater, a nice shirt, totally fine. If we don't see it, it doesn't count. So actually right now I am wearing a dress, but I'm wearing my sneakers and sweatpants underneath. You didn't know that? If I didn't tell you. So this is what I mean. As long as whatever we see is church appropriate, totally fine. Part two is that you don't want to be goofing around, okay? So I want you guys either smiling or serious, preferably smiling, but please take this seriously as we are recreating something that happens within our church, and it is the biggest holiday of the year. So take this seriously. I don't want this to be a joke, but by all means have fun with it because this is a highlight of the year. So smiling is 100% appropriate, just please don't goof around. In the background, either blank wall like this, or if there are icons in the background, that's great, but just try to keep it from being super busy. And the more family members you can get into your video, the better. So please bring in siblings, mom, dad, whoever's in the house with you. You're going to text the raw footage, again, not from TikTok, from your actual phone's camera to me. And don't worry about sound, because I will be putting it together and dubbing it over with the hymn. So sound does not matter. So just make sure that the video you send me has footage of you passing the light, and then whoever's in your video, if it's just you, if it's you and your parents, your siblings, whoever it is, at the end you're gonna all together, you're gonna do the cross that we do when we sing Christos Anesti. So a nice big slow doing of the cross, once or twice, 3 times if you want, whatever, but just make sure that there are distinct portions where you have the light passing, a little bit of dead space in the video, or even a separate video, and then you're gonna do the cross. Okay, so that's your challenge, and I hope to receive them by Friday night if you can. If you need to take Saturday to do it, that's fine, but I would like to get this video compiled by Pascha, which is coming shortly. So get those videos to me. Again, just throw on a nice sweater, get your brother to put on a nice dress shirt, and let's see your videos.